have been doing the last little bit to try to better my situation. Not even better, just try to figure out what's going on with my situation, because I don't have anything bad really going on in my life. Like everybody has normal stuff, but I don't know why it's come up, and I'm gonna work on it.
That's really good though.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. I think you're gonna see a lot of these different emotions though. Unfortunately, they won't go away, even if you've been going for 2 months, 3 months, because when you talk about it, then afterwards it's still fresh.
Because she's got to, she's now got to process it. Right? So you've got to give yourself time to process that. Like I felt like I would go, and I was the type that I would go to therapy, and everyone in my house would know that was it for me. Like when I would come home, I wouldn't talk to anybody. I would go straight to my room. I'd turn on the TV. I wouldn't think of anything else. I needed to watch something mindless.
I get that.
And not worry about it. And then I would say like midweek is when I would start coming out of it and feeling better and being ready, I guess, for the next therapy session, kind of a thing, right? Like
it's hard.
It is. So that's the thing. So give yourself time and give yourself grace, because it's not easy. And especially all this stuff that you have repressed for so long. It's a lot.
So little.
Yeah. So don't be hard on yourself, and give yourself the time. Just process it. Be in the moment. If you're going to cry, then cry. If you're going to be angry, then be angry. If you're like, just do it.
Yeah. It's okay.
Give it.
Because it's a process.
It is a process. It's not something you're just going to like, oh, no, I'm not going to cry about it. No. If you feel like crying, then fucking cry about it. Do you think you have, like, for me, like my slippery slope is, going to my room and then automatically doing the whole depression thing. It's a very slippery slope for me and stuff. So I know if I go that way, I have to somehow do the whole, okay, you've given yourself 2 days. It's time now. You've gotta, you have to have that strength, right? To do that. Right. You're there forever. Right. Exactly. And I know how I am. I can do that. So I've come to, I know I can do this now. I know that I give myself the 2 days, and then I'm like, no, fuck that.
Get back up again.
We're getting back up and we're doing it. So I'm saying, like, even if it's not your room, like, then go to the fucking bathroom, close the fucking door and cry. Like, sometimes that's what I do. Sometimes it's not my room. Sometimes I just go to the bathroom and I have it out. And then I come out and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe the shower. Maybe you're right. Yeah. Because when I'm on the toilet, they all come in. Like the girls come in and talk to me. Like, the girls are horrible.
Yeah. But just like somewhere that you have, it's safe for you, that you can
personal space.
Right. And you can have it out. Yeah. It's your time. Just have it out.
You can even sit in your car.
Yeah. And you like that. Like,
I do sit in my car.
Well, that's the thing that you like that. Or like, even if you just went for a drive
and listen to music. I do
like I'm not a big go for a drive, but I have been moments where I'm sitting there going and I'm bawling my ass out. But again, nobody's around me. I'm just it's my time, whatever.
Except the passerbys who are like,
I don't care.
Is this crazy?
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Whatever.
Yeah, I do. I love listening to my music, and
me too.
So then do that. Yeah, you have to find where you feel safe and you can do that without it bringing up other kind of things for you, right? Or triggering for you, right? So find something.
And my husband's not good with this stuff. Like, he doesn't understand boundaries of I need a moment. If he sees that I'm upset, he is like right beside me. And I love him for wanting to be, but that's not me. I need a minute. And he'll be like, can we just have a hug? And I'm like, but that's not what I need. He's like, I know, but it's what I need. Like he can't see me upset. It really does. I don't know why, but he cannot see me upset like that. So then he's like right beside me, and I'm like, that's not what I need.
You don't want that.
I feel more suffocated. I really need to process my own stuff. And I love you for wanting to be next to me. Like that, could you just tell me this is what you want? You want to give me a hug, but respect me enough not to give me a hug, because I don't need that. Like, you're doing it for you because you feel upset that I'm upset.
Is when you come home though from these therapy sessions and say you decide, nope, I don't want to talk to anybody, I'm going to go to my room. Is he okay?
Yeah. Like Sunday, I was in my room after I talked to my dad, and I just didn't, because having to face my dad because Tina's like, I want you to see your dad. Like, I want you to talk to him. And that was hard for me to look at him and tell him what I was feeling. So I was in my room and Billy was downstairs and he would just, you okay? He would just text me. And I'm like, I'm good. And then he came up once and he peeked in. And the door was open. I never shut my door. But he's like, is everything okay? Do you need anything? I said, I'm okay. I'll let you know if I need anything. So he's just, he'll check in consistently, but he's not like he wasn't overbearing.
That's good.
Yeah. Because you do need that time.
Yeah. But even Monday going to work, it was hard for me to go to work, to get my, I got up, no problem, but it's hard for me to get my mind into work and go to each account and stuff. It was really hard for me to do that. And I said to him, I go, if this is going to be every week, this is not going to be good for me because my work can't lack.
It might get better. It will. I think it will.
I think it will get better.
After a few more sessions.
You need to find your groove.
You need,
You need to find
I'm
your
just
groove.
like,
I just feel like the first while you're
it's a lot.
in it, and it's
Yeah.
just like this. But
then
then
afterwards you get comfortable talking more, and then
I think you start to feel relieved. You
Yeah.
start to feel what like other emotions start playing in
yeah.
to it, not just like oh my god, this is so exhausting and overwhelming. Like
No, you're right. So relief. She will feel relief.
Yeah, I
that
think
she's
you
saying it out
exactly.
loud, and you're actually dealing with it.
Yeah.
Well, because I like to suppress. So she did say one of the things that she really wants me to work on is talking about it more. So like you guys, we've had, our conversations here on the couch about family and growing up. And I've made my 2 cents of like, well, I had a different upbringing than you, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling her that and she's like, you need to explain because you need to get it out because you leave it there. You need to get it out. And I said, but there's only so many times I can think it in my head or say it, right? Until I'm like, okay, I don't want to continuously bring it up. She's like, but you have to get it out and work on it. And people need, like, people in your circle, not just like random people, like the people that you're close with, like it's okay to confide in them. So then that's when I said to you, I think I'm okay to talk. Like, I think I'm going to talk about it. Right?
I think that's great.
This is showing so much growth. Like a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
right? Like
ashamed almost of like
things that.
Yeah, I think I don't know, like you guys all had pretty normal upbringings. That's why I say you guys are really normal upbringings.
What? I mean,
Right?
Normal compared to
That's different. Okay, yes, different. Different is better.
Everybody
Yeah.
Still has
Yeah.
different. Not like unfortunately you were dealt a bad card and you didn't
Really a bad hand.
But you know
And
what's
you were so
crazy
young.
though? It wasn't all that. Like the thing is, when my mom was good, she was good. Like
Yeah.
the thing is,
then
and
that
her and I
speaks
were
to her
very
being bipolar.
Yeah.
yes, but me and my mom are also very like I had a very big connection to my mom, so it made it that much more toxic for the situations that had gone on. I could not see past what everybody else could see. I could not. Right? My dad begged me to live with him many times, and I'm like, I'm not leaving my mom. I'm not leaving my friends.
Okay.
My dad begged me, come live with us. And I just like, not a chance am I leaving. Like, there's no way, right? My life would have been that much. And I know you understand that, right? The whole, like so I just, it's hard for me to be like, oh, it was all bad. Because when my mom and I together alone was fine, was perfectly, my mom was a great person when it was just her and she was good when she was in her good parts. I don't know.
The good sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
You forget about.
But I had this toxic pull to her.
Yeah.
This really bad pull to her that it didn't matter what she did.
Mm-hmm.
I had an excuse for it. There was no way my mom would ever do anything bad. Like I made excuses for her. Right. So I think it wasn't until after, situations happened just before COVID that I was like, nope, it's going to affect my children in my home. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And then I washed my hands of it. But
That's
it took
big,
me a very long time to get to
but
that.
that's a big step for you
that's
to take to do that.
So
that's very hard. Somebody that you were so never mind that it's just your mother, but you were so close with her.
Yeah.
And it is toxic, so it even brings you in more.
Yeah.
We all know that. Like, you know what I mean? We've been through, we know, but that was hard for you to do that. And that's showing that how much of a better person you
That
are.
I'm trying, that I'm growing up. No.
Oh yeah, but you
Growth, it
come
is
a very
growing.
long way
Yeah.
from when I first met you
Yeah.
Today.
to who I know now.
There
Yeah.
you go. She
So-
said it all right there.
Yeah.
Especially like I said, when I know a lot of stuff about you and your mom.
Yeah.
When I saw what she did and what she would bring out in you, but you finally being able to cut the cord,
Yeah.
That's big.
like that was
Yeah,
huge.
that's
Because that is, I'm
That was
taking someone
huge.
who is my
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah,
mom,
yeah,
right?
exactly,
So
yeah.
to cut that off,
that was huge. And just seeing how different you were,
Mm-hmm.
how
Yeah.
different you became once
Yeah.
that cord was cut. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
It was the best thing,
Yeah.
I think.
See?
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Yeah, it
Of
does
course,
suck
I
because it's
get
your
it.
mother.
She
So
sucks.
at the
Of
end
course
the
it
day-
sucks.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's your
But-
mother still, and
I'm
But it's
married
not a
into
choice
I'm
you
married
made
into a
lightly.
huge family where family is everything.
yeah.
And like when you marry into an Indian family, they inherit your family, and then so on and so forth. So like they've inherited my cousins on my side and my dad. So my family gets invited to weddings in their family and stuff. My Zias and my dad go to these things, right? My mom has not been to anything, right? So it was, oh, where's your mom? Like, we'd love to meet your mom. That it will not happen, right? And then that's a horrible thing to feel over and over.
Yeah.
And not to say she wasn't invited in the beginning. I did try, but it just wasn't going to happen, right? And even
Why
Maya's
did she not
event,
want to come? Is that why it is?
she would say she would come, and then that day came and she wasn't feeling good and couldn't come, or
She was
whatever. And it was just constant, yeah. And then for Maya's big event when she was born, she didn't come, and then that was when I stopped inviting. She never got invited again. She did come to my brother-in-law's wedding to pick up Maya. Maya was 2.5 weeks old.
Okay.
She was in the parking lot, picked up Maya because it was too loud in there, and we had headphones on Maya, so she was 2 weeks old, 2.5 weeks old. So we're like, yeah, she's not going to stay for the reception, right? So my mom took Maya, but
Was that the last like?
No,
Okay,
we talked before COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
The kids still seen her, or not? So
Maya.
much? Oh, not Vicky.
Vicky and her, I feel like never really had a great relationship, especially because Vicky is a lot like her dad, and my mom and Billy don't get along. And Vicky doesn't put up with shit.
I think Vicky saw her coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Vicky knew exactly.
my mom, when
didn't.
Vicky was really young, Alex and Vicky were in the backseat of my car, and they were so little. And Vicky was like, "Mom, Nana said she was gonna come and come out and do this." And Alex made a joke. He was like, "Well, that was your first mistake, Vic. You believed, right?" And Vic goes, "Okay, it won't happen again." Vicky was like 4 when that happened. Vicky was like, "Okay, it won't happen again." Vicky's just always been so she's, I don't know, she's so like street smarts, but like so I don't know. It's just something about, I don't know. Whereas Maya wears her heart on her sleeve. She's me. So it took her a lot longer. And my mom tried so hard with Maya. Like when my mom and I would fight, I'm gonna get grandparents' rights. Like it was bad. Her yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, to see Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
she didn't know that we had a ring cam. And she showed up at my door the one day and was out front with my stepdad. She's like, "Oh, we were just in the area. We'd like to see if we could take Maya." And I said, "Sorry, we're going out." I'm like, "But you could sit on the front porch with her for a bit, whatever." And she goes, "I won't say anything. I won't say anything. Can I just sit with her?" And I said, "Yeah, that's fine." So she sat there. And we're watching on the ring cam. And she's like, Maya's like, "Why can't I go with you?" And then she's like, "Sorry, Maya, your mom said you can't." And I'm like, "You?"
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you confront her afterward? Or
No, she
No.
doesn't know we saw it. No. But I was just like that. I was like, no. And then she just started to she started declining, my mom. And I was like, "You're not driving with Maya in the car. It's not happening." I'm like, "If you need to see Maya that bad, I'll bring Maya to you. I'll you can come up and say, I cannot have you drive with Maya in the car. Something's not right with you. I don't know what it is, but no." And then that just spiraled. That was a big fight. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then we haven't spoken like off and on. She'll send a text of some sort.
Yeah, to try and see if she'll get
we got back
some
from
kind of
Mexico,
reaction out of Tanya,
and
and
she's
and she won't.
Yeah.
You know, the night I get back, because my stepdad's mom was down, so she was like texting me the night I got back, and I'm like, sorry, I just got back. Like, I'm swollen. I need sleep. Like, she'll do that kind of stuff. Or Alex got his house, so she's like, oh, we're having a farewell party at the house for Alex. I said, no, sorry, I'll have one here at my house. Like, I cut that a long time ago. I will not go back to that.
Yeah.
But it's not even like, oh, you and your family. It's you can come alone. Well, no, I have a family.
Yeah.
Well, why? Yeah. Why would she?
But see, Tanya, you realize what she's doing. Like,
Now I do.
She does.
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
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 That's the thing, though. When she cut the cord, she was, I think, finally able to see all the toxicness that was brought, and was able to be like, okay, like kind of almost like, and it's not, but you were under her spell.
Yeah,
that way.
Yeah.
Once you cut the cord, you were able to finally sleep clearly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
And she brainwashed you.
yeah, like I can see things a lot differently now that I don't have that kind of relationship with you, right?
Yeah.
Like, so
I watched her do it with my aunt, like her sister and her mom. Like, I watched that dynamic, and it was a lot of played out between my sister, my mom, and me. Like, she would do the same thing with us and pit us against each other and stuff for such a long time that I did not want that being carried out with my girls and my son. I did not want that. So I needed to stop that and not let that. Yeah. Yeah.
Many wouldn't if you're still.
That's it's hard though. So I thought that I would ask you guys some questions about therapy, because this is where I'm at in my life. So there's a lot of stigma and generational shifts when it comes to therapy, like with the old generation and the new. Do you think that our generation normalized therapy more than our parents did?
absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
It was an embarrassment, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about
Something
that.
was wrong with
Even
you.
if
You
they
would be like,
think
oh my
you
God.
know, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they would send you away.
Yeah.
Like things like that, right?
And
They
even
would
if
send
they
you
did
away.
go, like say
Right.
our parents or
Yeah.
grandparents,
You wouldn't
they
know
would never
about it.
tell it. Yeah,
No,
they
you
would
would
broadcast
have.
it like,
You
oh,
would have never have known. But I don't even know. I don't even know if they would have gone.
Probably not. Yeah.
It was probably more like,
No, they
Outside
know.
of the mind.
No.
Which
out of
is
sight of your mind.
Yeah.
Everybody's fine.
Yeah.
We're all fine. Like,
That's
you
how
know,
it should be, right?
you don't need therapy.
No.
What do you need therapy for? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like I feel
That's
like it
it,
was that.
exactly.
Are you
Yeah.
crazy? Yeah.
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 Right?
Yeah,
for
that was
sure.
a big stigma.
Yeah.
Is you must be crazy
Yeah,
if you
I
need
know.
therapy, right?
Yeah. In there, yeah.
Even my brother-in-law had said it one time. He's like, we need to normalize
for sure.
mental health,
Yeah.
and because it's so taboo in
Yeah.
the Indian community as well, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like, but even in like European
Yeah.
communities, right?
Yeah.
Because I felt like I felt like it was for so long. It was like an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like if
I think
you
it's
had
the
to go
best
to
thing.
therapy, yeah.
What's wrong?
It
Like,
was
there's not-
embarrassing.
Why? There's no need
Yeah.
to go to
And
therapy.
I think
Yeah.
everybody should go.
Why do you need to tell somebody else your problem?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's what it
Right.
I think it's
becomes.
good for everybody to go, even if
I think everyone
should
needs a
share.
little bit of therapy in
I
their life.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
It would make people different. It would help them,
Kids nowadays, you know what?
Oh,
they would
yeah.
benefit to talk to somebody with
Everybody.
everything, all this bullying going
Yeah.
on,
Just
social
everything.
media,
Social media.
everything.
Yeah.
They would definitely
Mhm.
benefit.
Do you think that men and women experience therapy stigma differently?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they do.
I do. I think it's I think it's more accepted for a woman.
Mhm.
Yes.
Still, I think
The man has to
men
be tough.
are
Yeah.
tough.
Oh, I'm tough.
Yeah. What?
They're
You go to
okay.
therapy?
They don't need help.
Yeah, they
But
don't
I
need
think
help.
a lot of
There's
You
men,
can
nothing
figure
wrong
that
with
out
them.
on your own.
There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
but I
No.
think a lot of men, and that's why and I think they should go. A lot of men,
Yeah.
actually, a lot of men would benefit.
A
from
lot of
going,
men that I know, I
Yeah.
think would benefit from
Yes,
therapy.
definitely.
Yes.
but they're too
Yes.
macho. Not everybody, of course.
Yeah.
Not everybody, because some
No.
men they'll do it, but some I find, yeah, I wouldn't go. I'm not going.
No, I think some of them are still all pushing it down though.
Yeah.
They're all like, we're fine.
Yeah,
I'll be
there's nothing-
fine.
there's
I'll
nothing
figure
wrong.
this out. I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Leave me alone and I'll be
Yeah.
fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Lily has touched in with, you guys know this, with the
Mhm.
therapist here and there for different things, and it's only benefited him, right? And
I completely
Yeah, I
believe
agree.
that. Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
and he'll say it. He'll be like, there's probably a lot of times that he would be like, oh, I don't need it. But then when it got really bad, he's like, no, I should go talk to someone. And it was just, it helped him deal with certain situations that were going on in his life. That
And
he
it's
needed
good
to
that
work
you
on.
You
realize
yourself cannot deal
That's a
with
big
everything
thing.
alone.
Yeah.
No.
Your friends are great. Yes. Your
Of
family's
course,
great,
yeah.
but
It's good to talk to
Yeah.
somebody
Yes.
like I'll say
Who doesn't know you.
Well, who and also is a professional.
Yes.
They study to do
Yes.
this.
We're
They
not
know how to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
We're all
they
fucking
know.
crazy. How am I going to tell you?
exactly.
I'm just as
I'm gonna
crazy
agree
as you
with
are.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Yeah.
How am I going to help
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
I'm just as crazy, right?
That's the thing. We can all be sympathetic towards each
Of
other and
course.
stuff, but
Right.
to
Yeah.
actually know
No.
how to deal with
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
and how are you coming out the other end? Really, like it's
You
not
can
again.
vent. We'll listen to you.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
But my advice is going to be different than a professional.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
still a good job.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what? I think talking, venting to your friends,
Yeah.
It's
You
very
can get great
important.
advice from your
Yes.
friends, of course.
and that to me, that is
we get
therapy.
great advice. It is.
Because
Yeah.
I know me, without you guys and my good core group, I think I would have lost my news already a long time ago. I'm already fucking done.
She says that very
I say
often.
that often. Nikki,
Yeah.
it's true. I say, thank God that I can be real and speak what I like. You know what I mean? Say, be miserable one night. Because
Yep.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Be happy
Yeah.
the next day. Whatever the case may be. But how important it is. That's why I sent you guys all those videos, and you guys sometimes send it to me too.
Yeah.
The videos about friends and let's
Yeah.
like my, you know what I mean? I think they're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But true, it's good to see a therapist too, though.
Yeah. So, do you think that therapy is only for crisis, or should it be maintenance as well?
Maintenance, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
I think it should just always be open. An open thing, like
Yeah.
where you think like I said, I went back because menopause hit me
Yeah.
and I felt overwhelmed, angry. I didn't know how to feel.
Yeah.
Because I obviously did not feel myself,
Yeah.
but I had been before.
Yeah.
But it wasn't automatically. I was like, okay, I'll just go back to therapy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this big thing. No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to therapy.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So
Yeah.
it should be something,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
always available, always, and you should always just
A
have it
check-in. I think that would be
exactly.
great.
Always have
yeah.
it in your head.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Because I know that some people that I've actually spoken to, they think that there's only so much you can talk about stuff, and then it's like, are you like, do you feel like you're kind of doing the opposite at that? Like you're kind
you're
of
beating a
trudging
dead
on-
horse.
Yeah, beating a dead horse. I
No,
guess,
and I get
right?
it, and that's the thing. Like again, when I went, like it was like 2 years ago, but then it got to a point that I was like, okay, you've given me a lot to think about. You've given me coping skills
Yeah.
that I can now use,
Yeah.
and now I also know though I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I can do. This is blah blah. Like you know what I mean. So then I was done. I was okay. I'm like, and again, like if tomorrow I need it, I won't
Yeah,
hesitate. I will go
exactly.
again. But it did. It ended for me. I was like, okay, no, I'm in a good spot now.
Yeah.
I know I can do this. I'm good, and that was it. But yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to go back.
No.
No. Do you think that therapy is accessible for everybody? Like, I guess, expensive wise, like because they do
Yeah.
have some that are like
Some programs.
some
Yeah.
programs,
Yeah.
but are they great therapists? Like I don't know. I'm not because we
don't
have
know.
insurance, so I
Yeah,
don't
me
know.
too.
Yeah,
I've only
but-
ever had through insurance. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
I don't know.
I think there are some good programs out
Yeah?
there, but
Okay.
I don't think a lot of people are aware of
Aware
them.
of them.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what the
maybe that's
issue
what it
is.
is
Yeah.
too. Maybe automatically
Yeah.
the thought is, oh, if I need a therapist,
Yeah.
I've got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the money
I don't
for
wanna
it.
end up to go, yeah,
So
yeah.
I would
It's
say though, like
expensive,
if people who are listening and can't afford a therapist, go to your doctor because I
Mhm.
think your
Yeah.
doctor might be able to give you
To
that
guide you,
information.
But give you a
about-
requisition as well too, though.
Yeah, but give you information about
And
go being able to see someone who
Yeah.
maybe doesn't take money. Maybe it's
Yeah.
through government. There
Yeah.
are probably
Yeah.
things out there. I'm
there,
sure.
I'm sure there's tons of
Yeah,
stuff out
there
there.
is, 'cause I remember speaking to our doctor too about
Yeah.
it too, and I believe he did say that to me too. And if he can get a requisition for, you know what I mean, like he
Yeah.
does a requisition. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of businesses offer it through their jobs,
Yeah.
like through
Yeah.
employment.
Yeah.
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 Actually at work, yeah.
Yeah.
They do. Like ours, I think our
Mhm.
husbands, they have it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Do they not? Yeah.
Yeah.
They have it there.
Especially because if somebody passes, right? Because you guys have had
Yeah.
that too, right? So then they have someone on site that can talk,
Yeah.
that you can talk
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And I think the school board, we do too as well. Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't been working for it. Right. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Yeah.
Oh.
I think. Don't quote me on that one. Please, I don't know.
Okay, so some couples some questions when it comes to couples, like relationships and boundaries. Has therapy changed how you show up in a relationship? Do you find that it's helped you in your relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, again, like knowing how to like deal with the situation. That's like how to talk.
Yeah.
So that I can get the full benefit of what I need or whatever.
Right.
But I think I think for me, it's just like how to go into a situation and how to deal with that and how to, especially not even just like, with my husband, but I mean, even just with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because again, when I went back, it was more because of how I was dealing also with my kids and stuff. And
yeah,
so that was my big factor for going back, was that. So yeah.
That's great. Okay. Has it changed your boundaries?
In a way, yeah. Like, I don't know. I would say that I probably have more boundaries now than I ever have. But I think also that's just me getting older, more mature.
I know it's so hard to see.
Right?
Like,
I don't know. I don't know if it
line.
has to do with therapy. I think it's just now also when we're in the I don't give a fuck stage.
Yeah. The no fucks to give.
Yeah. So I think that's where a lot more boundaries there.
Oh my God, there it is.
That is a great tattoo.
No fucks to give.
Actually.
So I don't know if it has. I don't know if it's therapy per se or if it's just my age now.
Right.
But
yeah.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Do you think therapy can make relationships harder before they get better?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it brings up stuff that,
and you're still dealing with it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to deal with it within yourself. How can I deal with you?
Right.
Yeah.
I can't even deal with myself.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you think that couples should go to therapy before there's a problem?
I don't think there's not anything wrong with it.
Before there's a problem?
It's a good idea.
But how hard would it be to get, everything's hunky-dory, there's no issues going on in your relationship, you have a great relationship. Do you think it would be hard to get the man to a couple's therapy session if there was nothing to
Most
work on?
definitely.
Yeah.
Even if there was an issue,
Yeah.
I think it would
Yeah.
Do
still
you
be
think
hard.
Billy'd be like, why? Everything's great. What's going on? Is there something,
Yeah.
It's good for the two.
Again, that maintenance again.
Yeah.
If you have a good relationship, you want to keep it. You know what? You're only improving it. Like, if you go to therapy.
Yeah. But I don't know that you're going to get the other partner agreeing
Oh,
to go to therapy, right?
My personal opinion, no, not personally, no.
Yeah.
Unless you drag them by the freaking hair.
But see, I wouldn't want to drag somebody because if you don't want to be there,
No,
then you're not.
Definitely, if
No.
you're going to therapy, it cannot be forced.
No. You need to be there fully and 100%. If not, then it's a waste of your
because
money.
you need to respect the process
Yeah.
you're going through, right?
So, do you think that therapy is becoming trendy? Do you think it's something that is becoming more of like a trend now? Like you see the younger people who are more in touch with their...
Yes, but I don't know if I would call it a trend. I just think that they're just more aware.
Yes.
And I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I just think that they're more aware.
And more open to going.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that that's great, especially
Yeah.
since we do have a lot of young people
Yeah.
now.
With a lot more
There's a lot
issues.
going on.
Yeah.
Especially, again, I don't want to keep going back to social media, but
Yeah.
that is a big world for
Yeah.
them that has
That's
done,
their only world.
right, that has done a lot, right? So,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a trend. I just feel like everyone's just more aware.
Yeah, I think,
They're just more aware and accepting. They don't care.
They're not scared to
right?
go with it. They're not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find the younger people not as embarrassed to go
Yeah. They're
to
like,
a therapist because it's like they just
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
they're more open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we are over therapizing normal life struggles?
Sorry, do
you think we're over therapizing normal life struggles? Like I guess, do you know what I'm trying to say?
yes.
Like making it a problem, making it something that we need to share before, when really it's just a normal life thing that
It's
because
I think it's still good to talk about it if you feel like if you have an emotion about it.
yeah, but it kind of goes back to the older generation where it's like that's shit that happens. This stuff happens. This is normal life. It's life. Yeah, it's life. Why do you need to talk to someone about it, right?
Like a lot of reasons.
Yeah. So I guess it's.
I think it's a fine line though. If you're like, it's one thing to go and make it into something a lot bigger than maybe what it has to be.
Right.
It's one thing if you're going and you're discussing it. Okay, it's over, done with.
Yeah.
I think though, if it's now becoming a problem that you're talking about it every therapy session. No.
Like if you have a shitty coworker and you're like, oh my god, I have to go to talk to my therapist about this. Like, big deal. You're gonna have a shitty there's gonna be shitty people in your life, right?
Yeah, you have to come to terms with that is part of life. I'm sorry, there are people out there you're going to have to deal with some of this shit.
Can too much introspection be unhealthy?
I think so. Again, it goes back to, I think, beating the dead horse.
Yeah.
I think you can talk about things, you can hash it out, but I think there has to come to a point where you've got to do the whole, okay,
I'm done.
I'm done. I release it into and it's
move on.
Do you think that therapy hits different in the over 40 ages, like 40 and up, hits different than it would at a younger age?
I
think it depends on the issue, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know that it hits different. I just think maybe they're also dealing with different issues than maybe we're dealing with in our 40s that we weren't dealing in our 20s. Something that I think maybe I would have discussed in my 20s isn't even a thought for me now in my 40s. It's something completely different that I'm dealing with. Right?
Yeah. So this question actually is something that we already touched on, but it's are we unpacking childhood now because we finally have space to?
Totally.
I could be unpacking because now I have the space and
totally. I totally think that that's what it is, and I told you that. I just think that now you're in a place in time that your mind's like, okay, it's time
to deal with it.
It's time to deal with it. You've got nothing else going on. You're safe. It's time.
You're in a good position to deal with it now.
It's time.
What are women in their 40s specifically healing from?
I don't know. For me, I think it was like, not necessarily how I grew up, but at the same time, I think being a product of an 80s child where we were left to our own devices. It's a completely different childhood than what we have now. And it was, I feel like, just having a lot more responsibility then, that really not being a kid, because, your parents were out, they were working, whatever, they would come home late, and you were expected to, make sure beds were made, make sure this was done, make sure, all this kind of stuff. It was great in the sense, don't get me wrong, it showed me a lot of responsibility in being the person that I am, but I feel like some of your childhood as well, having to have such a big responsibility so early on, I don't know. There's pros and cons to that. I think maybe that, I don't know.
Like we were on our own.
But then, I said, that comes with a lot of childhood trauma sometimes, though, too.
It does.
Right?
Because, our kids.
But that's why our Generation X.
And we were little, too, when we were left.
Very
little. They had to work.
We
were little. We had to take care of each other. We were just sitting there waiting for our parents to come home.
Wow. My in-laws told me that when Billy was born, he was like a month old in his crib, and he always slept. All he did was sleep. That my father-in-law had to leave for work, and my mother-in-law there was like a half an hour, 45-minute gap where she would not be home yet. They left Billy sleeping in his crib.
Isn't that crazy?
I
know, but that's
you
the
would
thing
leave
that
the hole, and
you wouldn't have thought of something like that.
Never would have thought of that to this day.
Never. Do you know that happened? Remember at Weir Street? That happened to me. I don't know where you were. My mom worked. My dad took her to work. I was like, because we moved when I was 7, I was little. I ran down the street nude on Kenilworth, remember? And
Oh
what's his
yeah,
name
I
down-
never try to get you.
It was
Not
dad's.
get her.
It was our
Yeah.
dad. No,
Yeah,
our
yeah.
dad's paisano found me because I was running down Kenilworth because we lived on Weir.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
I don't know where Nikki was.
But I would say in this day and age,
Yes.
Child Protective Services
My
are
dad,
involved.
he had to take my mom 2 seconds down the road.
Yeah.
'Cause She worked at Kenilworth at the time. She was a seamstress. And in that time, I don't know if I was terrified. Running down the street. I what was the guy's name that found me?
Wow. Okay, final question. Is there grief in realizing how long you tolerated certain things?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
That again, I think that's part of your process in
Yes.
therapy as well, though.
Yeah.
Just as much as all when they call it like the stages of
Or
whatever.
whatever. Yeah, you're right. It's all
Yeah,
different
I think
stages.
that's another stage
Yeah.
of it is going through guilt or feeling
Yeah.
I don't want you to ever be afraid of
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
just
It tells
of
anxiety.
being vulnerable or
Yeah.
whatever. Like it is. It's a whole process. This is part of your process.
Yeah.
So
And I think you have to. I think it's better for you to let it up, to say
yes.
it, to whatever you want
Say
to
it out
say.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're ready.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you're ready.
Yeah.
Because
When
like
you're ready, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you're ready. But
That's
to
a
say it
part-
out loud.
that's a
I
part-
agree.
And I think, like you said, that's what they tell you, right? The therapists,
Yeah.
they say to you, you need to talk about it.
Yeah.
If you keep it all in, it's like
Yeah.
you know, shouldn't be ashamed or not ashamed. I'm not saying for you. I'm saying
No,
for
but I
anybody
know,
who
yeah.
goes to therapy. You should let whatever you're feeling out.
Like, I didn't talk to you this weekend at all because you were doing your thing, whatever, and I was in my own little head, whatever. But I told Sue, I think it was Monday when I spoke to her, I don't even know when I spoke to you now.
We don't even know
I
what
don't
day
even
it
know what
is.
day it is.
So
But
whatever.
I told her, I said, I ended up talking to Nick because I was like, I hemmed and hawed when you wrote to me, are you okay? I hemmed and hawed. I'm like, just tell her. In my head, I'm like, just tell her. I was like, double it. No, you're not talking about your issues. Like, it was one of those like moments and I'm like, no, just gonna say it. And I just said what I said. Like, it took me a minute to get there though.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't always tell Sue. And it used to be, back in the day, it used to be, I'm not telling her because she's my delicate flower. So I'm not telling her because I'm not stressing her out, right? And there are times now I do that. Not so much like I know you're strong, whatever, fuck, you're like
She is very
But I
strong.
mean-
Me too.
But I mean,
Sue,
like, there's
yeah.
times I'm like, nope, we're not talking about this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, right? I'm not even gonna bring it up to her. I don't want her worrying, I guess, right?
Mhm.
But I do tend to tell you more stuff than
Yeah.
not. But yeah, I wasn't gonna check in and be like, I'm not good this weekend,
Yeah.
right? Because I was not good. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I wasn't gonna do that, so I just left.
But
it.
but maybe you weren't ready to.
Yeah.
I wasn't
either.
ready. I wasn't ready.
That's what I mean.
But then
Like,
Spidey senses over here.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
it.
just-
That's a sense I had.
Spidey senses
But it
over
is just,
here.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but when you are ready, then
Yeah.
then talk to people about it or whatever.
So consensus therapy's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Therapy's
Awesome.
good for everybody. Everybody
Very
should do
great.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Very
If
important.
you
You would benefit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
if
think
you're
so,
if you're
too.
open to it,
Yes.
I think it's
Trust the
beneficial.
process
Yeah.
and yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank
All right,
you, Tanya,
well,
for sharing.
Yes.
Thank you
No
for
problem.
sharing.
Thank you for listening.
No, anytime.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
all of you listeners
thank
out there,
you.
just remember to be kind in this process also to anyone who is going through this kind of stuff because it's not easy.
No.
And yeah, if you liked what you saw, remember to like, share, do whatever you need to do.
Do whatever you need to
Just
do.
do whatever you
Hit
want.
all the buttons. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks
Leave
for
a comment if
listening.
you've ever been in therapy and
Yeah.
you have
Something
pros
you'd like
and
to
cons or
share?
something you'd
Yeah.
like to
Yeah.
share. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Have a
listening.
good night.